Hello friends, Heidi here from Rain Country Homestead, and today I want to show you how I pack up leftovers for Patrick's lunches and what I use to do that, and yeah, and then I'm going to show you a few more things. So first let's get to the lunches. Right, so as you can see here, I have these nice little snap lock containers. I prefer to use glass, not plastic. Now these do have plastic lids that are BPA free. But these really, but it's still plastic, but they make very little contact with the food. So, you know, the food is mostly going to be in this, and then Patrick's going to heat his food up in these little containers. So they're perfect for that. Now, the sad thing is he doesn't have like a toaster oven or anything to use that to heat his food up at work. So he does have to use a microwave, which is not the best choice, but at least it's going to be in glass. And it is a good frugal way for him to have his lunch and not have to go out to eat or whatever. And this is very simple. So what I have here are the leftover enchiladas that I made yesterday. And this is why I make such a big pot. You can see this is all we ate last night was this. And that was pretty decent sized helping for each of us, but I still have all this left. So some of this will be another dinner for us, and then the rest will be lunches. It might even be 2 more dinners for us. So I just take these, and I'll link to these below if they still have the same set, or I'll link to a similar set. I know Amazon still carries this brand. This set also came with the round bowls, and it came with bigger ones. So I got variants. I got like 3 different sizes of, or 2 different sizes of the round and 3 different sizes of the rectangle shape. And then another one I use a lot is the Pyrex brand. And this is another good one, a very good size, and I'll link to those below. These ones I actually bought at Walmart, but they are available on Amazon. I do think you can find them cheaper at Walmart or maybe at another store. I try to stay out of the box stores, and we don't even have box stores close to us, so it's anytime we end up going to one, it's because we had to travel and we stopped there, or you know, because we had to go into town. So I just try to get a big chunk, something that's going to fill this up real good, each container. And yeah, this will be just right. Should give us enough for him to have 3 lunches to put in the freezer, plus enough left over for us to have another dinner with, which won't be tonight because we just had these last night. Tonight I'm going to make whole cannon, and because I need to make a lot of, when I'm trying to get the freezer full of lunches for him to take to work, I try to make a lot of 1-dish meals that I can do that with. So these all look pretty good. I just got to make sure they're all the way in there. Put this back in the refrigerator. Now, one extra step I have to take for Mr. Rain, because he really likes black pepper on pretty much everything, is I always make sure to put a good coating of black pepper on his lunches before I pack them away in the freezer. Okay, that. And I won't be using these particular containers today. This is a good one for soup. I like to use that one for soup. But I got those out so you can see those. Snap these lids on. And then I'll show you the next thing I do. Dry erase marker. Okay, this is just mostly for my sake, so when I'm packing his lunches, I can keep track of what I've got in there and make sure he's not getting the same lunches 2 days in a row, and I try to keep it spread out. So in my sloppy handwriting, I just write on the top of each of these. Sometimes you gotta make sure there's no moisture on the top or you won't be able to write. Oops. You can also use masking tape, which is actually better for this one, because when you write on this one, it's really hard to get it, even the dry erase marker does not come off very well. and then I stack them in the freezer, and I'll take you in there and show you that. So here is the section. I use this particular section in our chest freezer just for Patrick's lunches. I have the 2 containers of enchiladas there, and there's number 3. I can typically go 3 high on all these containers. And then you can see over here I have chicken fettuccine, I have the coconut halibut and that pineapple dipping sauce there. I do have a video on this and on this. I have the beef veggie bake. I have a video on that. I didn't make a video on the hamburger mac and cheese, but that's what we got here. And then right here is just, it just says chicken and rice. It's, I don't know, it was something I threw together. I just made up on the fly. So I am not happy with how this looks because I've let it get too low. I like this thing to be full, so I like to have a minimum of 12 to 16. 16 means I have enough for a whole month, and because he works 4/10s, and so I like to always be ahead, and that also gives me a variety, and I can switch around because, you know, he's already eaten a couple of these and a couple of these, and then I'll make the Cold Cannon, and I'll put 2 or 3 of those in here, and that should get me topped off. So let's see what we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm too short right now of having my minimum that I like to keep in here at all times. So tomorrow I should be able to get that topped off to there, and then preferably I'll make something else and get it up to 16. Okay, so there's that. All right, since this was already going to be a short video anyway, I just wanted to show you what I got going on here. I have some empty gelatin capsules, some washed, dried, and processed in my blender organic eggshells. And then this is what they will become between the two. This is my multi-mineral supplement. I did a video on that, and you can find that up here. And then another video I did a while back is how to make your own cream of rice or cream of wheat cereal. This is labeled as cream of rice because that was what I did first. I used a brown rice, but now I've just been using my pre-soaked wheat organic hard white wheat berries to make a cream of wheat cereal, and this is really good. It's super easy. So I need to make more today. That's why I have this jar out, because I only have a little bit left in the jar, and you can find a video to that right up there. So that's how I prepare Pat's lunches. It's super easy to do. I'm using up leftovers. I know that my husband is getting a healthy homemade meal, and I'm saving a lot of money because he's not going out to eat. I'm not putting a bunch of prepackaged processed foods in there. It's something I've made myself. And so then what I do is he has a cooler about this big. That's one of those little igloo coolers. That's what he uses as his lunchbox. I take one of those frozen meals out, stick it in there with a fork. Then I usually have some homemade chocolate. You can find a video to that right up here. And it's a very healthy recipe. And then I'll send him a couple of stainless steel bottles of filtered rainwater with some filtered rainwater ice cubes in there, and a couple of pieces of fruit, which is usually, this time of year, it's usually a banana and an orange, and a lot of times it's a banana and an apple, or whatever fruit we have available. And it's that easy. So just one of the many things you can do to pack frugal and healthy lunches for your kids, your spouse, whoever. And there you have it. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.